13-year-old Aiden Colbert opened Roblox at 11:30 at night. Everyone was already asleep. His mom thought he was reading a book. His dad didn't even bother to check. Aiden put on his headphones, launched the Strongest Battlegrounds, and leaned back in his chair with a smirk. He was good. Really, truly good. His character moved like Aiden had been born with a controller in his hands. Every hit, precise. Every dodge, perfect. Over the past 2 months, he had barely lost a single match. But winning wasn't the only thing he was after. Aiden liked something else even more. "Do you even know how to play?" he typed after crushing a random player with the username StarKid99. "Go touch grass, kid." StarKid. 99 didn't respond. They just left the match. Aiden laughed. Next came Blue Moon Jake. Aiden destroyed him in 40 seconds, then typed into the chat. "That was painful to watch. You're a disgrace to your whole team." Blue Moon Jake replied with just one word: "Please stop." Aiden sent a laughing emoji and moved on to the next match. This went on every single evening. He'd log in, wreck everyone in sight, and make a show of it. He insulted people, mocked them. Sometimes he'd deliberately let his opponent survive just a little longer, just to drag out the humiliation. He called it psychological pressure training. The truth was simpler. He loved watching people get angry. Then one night, a player with the username Void Watcher joined the match. Aiden felt something strange right away. The avatar was dark, almost entirely black. No face, no accessories, no expression of any kind. "Look, a pushover showed up," Aiden typed into chat. Void Watcher said nothing. The match began. And that was the first moment Aiden felt something he wasn't used to: unease. Void Watcher moved wrong, not like a normal player. His movements were too precise, too predictable in reverse, like he always knew what Aiden was going to do before Aiden pressed the button. 3 minutes later, Aiden lost, for the first time in 2 months. "Cheater," he typed, fingers trembling slightly. "You're using exploits. I'm reporting you." Void Watcher typed for the first time. Just one sentence. "I know who you are, Aiden." Aiden froze. His username was Ace Destroyer 777. He had never put his real name anywhere, not once. He closed the game, then opened it again. Void Watcher had already vanished from the player list. Aiden told himself it was a coincidence, a lucky guess, someone trying to mess with him. He went to bed, but he didn't fall asleep until nearly dawn. The next day, when he opened his laptop, there was a new image on the desktop, a screenshot. His room, taken through his webcam last night. Aiden stared at the screen and couldn't move. In the screenshot, he could see his chair, his headphones, his poster on the wall, the anime one he'd put up 6 months ago. The image was sharp. The timestamp at the bottom read 2:43 in the morning. That was exactly when he'd been playing. Exactly when he lost to Void Watcher. Aiden closed the laptop, opened it again, closed it once more. He wanted to convince himself it was edited, that someone had found a similar-looking room and was trying to scare him. But the poster, that specific poster was sold on a tiny website, only 50 copies printed. The odds of anyone else having the same one were basically zero. His eyes locked onto the webcam. There had been a little strip of blue tape covering it. He'd put it there 3 months ago after watching a documentary about hackers. But in the screenshot, the tape was gone. Someone had removed it, then put it back. Or had it just fallen off on its own? Aiden repeated that to himself like a mantra the whole walk to school. Fell off on its own. It's edited. It's just a game. But all day long, he couldn't shake the feeling that someone was watching him from behind. That evening, he logged back into the Strongest Battlegrounds. Void Watcher was online. Aiden could have just left, could have blocked him, could have reported him to the moderators. But instead, and he couldn't explain why, he accepted the match. This time, Void Watcher didn't fight at all. He just stood in the middle of the arena and stared. Aiden attacked. Miss. Tried again. Miss. even though he was only 2 steps away, like Void Watcher was untouchable. Then a message appeared in the chat. "Do you remember Star Kid 99? Aiden frowned. Of course he did. One of the first players he'd humiliated. "His name is Owen. He's 11 years old. After what you said to him, he stayed off the internet for 3 full days. His mom posted on a forum that he cried." Aiden felt a small sting somewhere inside. Tiny, barely noticeable. He pushed it down. "So what? It's a game," he typed. "If you can't handle it, don't play." "Can you handle it, Aiden? In the real world? Who even are you?" The reply came instantly. Someone who got tired of watching. "Tomorrow. School. 3rd desk on the left in the history classroom. Look underneath it." The match ended. Void Watcher disappeared. Aiden didn't sleep that night. The next day, with shaking hands, he flipped over the 3rd desk on the left in the history classroom. A small piece of paper was taped underneath. On it, a printout, a list, 23 usernames, and next to each one, a real name, an age, and 1 sentence. Something Aiden had said to them. The last line on the list was blank, just a name, Aiden Colbert, and next to it, a question mark. Aiden crumpled the paper and shoved it into his pocket. He looked around. The classroom was empty. The lesson hadn't started yet. No one had seen, or so it seemed. All day he stared at his classmates, trying to figure it out. Which one of them? Little Lucas, who always sat alone? No, too quiet. Kyle from the back row, always coding something during class. Maybe him? Or maybe it wasn't anyone from school at all. At home, the first thing Aiden did was close the blinds. Then he checked every camera, his phone, his laptop, the old tablet in the corner, covered them all with tape, wedged a chair under the door handle, though he couldn't explain why. And still he opened the game. He didn't understand why he couldn't stop. It was stronger than him, like the Strongest Battlegrounds had become something more than just a game, like someone on the other side of the screen was waiting specifically for him. Void Watcher appeared within a minute. This time, no match, no fight, just a direct message. "Did you read the list?" "I read it. So what comes next?" Aiden replied, even though his fingers were trembling slightly. "Next comes a lesson. You'll play, but now you'll play by our rules." "What rules?" "You'll face every single person you hurt. If you win, nothing happens. If you lose, you'll find out what it feels like." Aiden wanted to type something sharp and cocky. Instead, he asked, "What does it feel like?" "What?" No answer. Instead, he was automatically thrown into a match. Opponent, Star Kid 99. That same Owen, 11 years old. Aiden raised his finger to attack and stopped. Something clicked inside him. He suddenly remembered that message. 3 days off the internet. He cried. Because of him. He attacked anyway. Not as hard as usual, but he attacked. He won, and immediately felt nothing. No thrill, no satisfaction, just emptiness. Next match, Blue Moon Jake, then Neon Racer 04, then Ghost Pilot, one after another, every name on the list. Aiden won every time, but with each victory, something inside him felt darker, like a light slowly going out. On the 23rd match, something went wrong. The opponent had a username Aiden had never seen before, Mirror Face. The avatar looked exactly like Ace Destroyer 777, his own character, down to the last detail. The match began, and Aiden lost, for the first time all evening. The screen went dark. Then text appeared, not in the chat, but layered right over the game itself in large letters. "Now you know how it works. Tomorrow, the park, 7 p.m. Come alone." The laptop shut itself off. Aiden sat in the dark and heard nothing but his own breathing. Going was terrifying. Not going was even worse. Aiden arrived at the park at 6:50. He told his mom he was going to a friend's house. She didn't even ask which one. Aiden hadn't had real friends in a long time, just enemies online, people he thought of as easy targets. The park was almost empty. A couple of dog walkers in the distance, someone on a bench with a book. The playground, no kids. Aiden stopped by a large oak tree in the center and waited. At exactly 7, a guy appeared in front of him. Tall, around 16, wearing a dark hoodie. His face was calm, almost blank. He had a phone in his hand. "Aiden Colbert?" he asked. "Who are you?" Aiden tried to sound steady, but his voice cracked. "My name is Finn." He slipped the phone into his pocket. "I'm Owen's brother." A pause. "Star Kid 99, Finn added, seeing that Aiden had gone silent. Something cold moved down Aiden's spine. You set all this up? Void Watcher? That's you?" Finn nodded. No anger, just nodded. "My brother didn't want to turn on his computer for 2 weeks after you. He said he was too bad at it to play. He's 11 years old. Do you get that?" Aiden opened his mouth and closed it again. "I'm not alone," Finn continued. "There are others with me. People you hurt. We're not here to do anything to you. We just want you to see." 4 more people stepped out from behind the trees. Different ages. The youngest looked about 10. The oldest was probably around Finn's age. They formed a half circle. Silence. Aiden wanted to say something sharp. "This is ridiculous. Are you serious right now?" Something in his usual style, but he couldn't. Because the smallest one, a round-faced boy in a red jacket, was looking at him without any anger. Just looking. And there was something in that gaze that made Aiden want to disappear entirely. "This is Owen," said Finn. "The real Star Kid 99. Owen didn't say anything. He just pulled a piece of paper from his pocket. Aiden recognized it immediately. The same list from under the desk. And quietly, without any expression, he read aloud the words Aiden had written to him in the game. Each word hit like a stone. When Owen finished, the park went very quiet. "Why did you do it?" Finn asked. Not aggressively. He just asked. And that was when Aiden felt it for real. Not fear, not anger. Something heavier. Something that lived somewhere in his chest and made it hard to breathe. Shame. Real. Alive. The kind you can't run from. "I didn't know," he started. "You knew," Finn said quietly, cutting him off. "You just didn't think of them as real people." Aiden looked at Owen, at his red jacket, at the way he was gripping that piece of paper with both hands. And something inside Aiden, the part that had been telling him for 2 months it's just a game, they don't feel anything, broke. Aiden stood there for a long time without speaking. He tried to find the right words, smart ones, the kind that would explain everything. But his mind was blank. Every rehearsed line, every defensive comeback he'd ever had fell apart. Finally, he said, "I'm sorry." His voice was quiet, barely there. "I really am." Owen looked at him, then at his brother. Finn gave a small nod. "I kept telling myself it was just pixels," Aiden continued. "That if someone was in a game, they didn't have real feelings. That it was like practice. I told myself, they can just turn off the computer whenever they want. But I understand now. That's not true." Little Owen stepped forward. "You told me I was a disgrace," he said. His voice was thin, a child's voice. "After that, I couldn't play anymore because I kept thinking, what if it's true? What if I really am bad at everything?" It hit Aiden somewhere deep and sharp. He sank down onto one knee, not on purpose. His legs just gave out. "You're not bad," he told Owen. "I said stupid things. I was a coward. I only felt like I mattered when I was making someone else feel small. That's not strength. That's weakness." Owen looked at him for another second, then quietly asked, "You won't do it anymore?" "No," said Aiden, and it was the first promise he had ever made in his life that he actually meant. No crossed fingers, no escape plan. Finn stepped closer. "We didn't want to scare you forever," he said. "We wanted you to understand. There's a difference." "I understand," Aiden nodded. How did you know my name?" Finn smiled slightly. "You had a photo in your profile. You forgot to change your avatar 3 months ago. Your school uniform had the logo on it. The rest wasn't hard to figure out." Aiden closed his eyes. All that time. Something so simple. "The camera," he said. "The tape. The tape fell off on its own," said Finn. "I didn't take any screenshot. I just sent you a similar-looking image I found online. Your reaction told me everything I needed to know." Aiden slowly got to his feet. He looked around. The other kids were standing a little way off, not threatening, just waiting. "I want to apologize to each of them," he said. "In person, in the game, however they want." Finn was quiet for a moment. Then he held out his hand. Aiden shook it. That night, Aiden opened the Strongest Battlegrounds again, not to destroy anyone. He sent a message to every one of the 23 usernames on the list. Short, no extra words. "Hey, I'm the one who said terrible things to you. I'm sorry, for real." Some didn't reply. Some wrote okay or whatever. One wrote, "Thank you." Star Kid 99 wrote, "I'm glad you figured it out." Aiden stared at the screen for a long time. Then he opened his account settings and changed his username. Ace Destroyer 777 was gone. A new one appeared. Just Aiden. Just Aiden. No destroying, no crown, no mask. He went to bed at 11. The blinds were open. The camera had no tape on it. And for the first time in a long while, he fell asleep immediately.